name's Peter Kibble. My student ID is AIPC 026710. This is my friend Leslie, who is going to play the role of Simon in this role play. Could you just agree to the camera, Leslie?
Yeah, I'm happy for that.
Excellent. Let's do it.
Okay.
Hello, Simon.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see you.
And you.
Have a seat. How have you been?
Not too bad, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah. How's your week been?
Yeah, I've not been out much or anything.
Okay.
So a little bit
Yeah.
stressful.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is uni going okay?
It is. I'm still having the same issues.
Okay.
That came before, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, got through it.
Okay. Good. Well, we can discuss that further today. Last week we spoke briefly about acceptance and commitment therapy, and you mentioned then that it was something that you'd like to explore further this week. Is that still something that you'd like to focus on today?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Well, what I thought might be really good for you to try is what's called a leaves on the stream exercise. It's can be quite helpful with acceptance and commitment therapy to help you learn some diffusion and acceptance skills. So does that sound like something that you might want to try?
Yeah, give it a go.
Okay. It goes for about 5 minutes, so it's very similar to a guided meditation. So I'll talk you through the exercise over the next 5 minutes or so. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. Just do the best that you can, and then we'll discuss it afterwards. Does that sound all right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Any questions?
No, I think I'll just try it and see what
Okay.
happens.
Excellent. All right. So just to start with, I'll just get you to close your eyes, gently close your eyes, or you can keep them open and fix them on a spot. And just to start with, just take a few deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just feel your body sitting in the chair, your feet on the floor. Now I want you to imagine that you're sitting beside a stream, and on this stream there's leaves floating past on top of the water. You can imagine this however it works for you. Now, every time a thought comes into your head, I want you to place it on top of a leaf. It could be good thoughts, it could be negative thoughts, it could be any thought at all. As soon as it comes into your head, place it on a leaf and then just observe it float away. If a leaf gets stuck and you get stuck on a particular thought, don't try and force the stream faster or force the leaf away. Just observe it and see what it does. You might have thoughts come up that you're not doing this right. That's perfectly normal. Just place that thought on a leaf and observe what it does. If you have a period of no thought at all, just observe the stream and the leaves. from time to time, you might get hooked on thoughts and get drawn away from the exercise altogether and carried away with thoughts. That's perfectly normal. Just notice what if this happens, acknowledge it, and go back to the exercise of focusing on the stream. Again and again, thoughts will come up. Just place them on a leaf and observe. Okay, now you can feel your body in the chair again, your feet on the floor. Gently open your eyes and come back to the room. How was that?
I feel like a loser because I was really getting attached to some of the thoughts and not able to just like go from one to another, like sticking with one thought. So I felt like I was getting it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just a real loser.
Yeah. And instead of saying I feel like a loser, another way to say this is that I had a thought that I was a loser, or I had a thought that I was getting this wrong, instead of I think I'm a loser or I'm getting this wrong. Does that make sense? Language is very important in ACT, and part of the diffusion process is seeing thoughts for what they are, essentially like chatter or a radio station, or it talks in your own voice, so it's quite convincing. But just saying that you had the thought kind of detaches you from that, diffuses you a little bit from being identified with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Sure. Okay. And did any feelings come up for you while you were doing the exercise?
I think I was so focused on the thoughts and thinking about how I was getting it wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the feeling side of things. I don't know if I felt anything, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Yeah. So part of the diffusion and acceptance process, which is what we're working on today, the acceptance part of that is when feelings do come up. If a feeling might be triggered by your thought process, it's about just allowing your feeling to be, just creating space for your feeling, but continuing on regardless of what you're feeling. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense, but especially because I was getting just so fixated on one rather than allowing it to move through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. So that's really good. Is this the first time you've tried something like this?
Yeah, I've done it before.
I think you've done really well. I think this is something that you can practice in your own time as well, and over time you gradually start to see your thoughts for what they are, which is just kind of like noise, like a radio station. It's not necessarily accurate. It's not who you are. It's just kind of noise in the background, and in time, hopefully, you'll be able to to detach from these thoughts and not identify with them as much and just see them for what they are and allow them to pass.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, that's good. So did you find that beneficial?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I did, because it took me away from other things I've been thinking when I came in. And now, having said to you about what was going on in it, that gives me another way of looking at the experience that I had and just replacing things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pleasant exercise. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So I'm going to get you to do some homework over the next week. So it's not going to be too grueling, but I think what might be a really good exercise for you to practice over the next week to help with your social anxiety could be the passengers on the bus exercise. So I'll just take a second to explain what that involves. Basically, I want you to come up with a small goal for the week, something that you want to achieve. It might be to interact a little bit more socially, to step outside your comfort zone, and you can come up with the goal yourself, but you're basically going to drive the bus. That's going to be you putting in the action of trying to reach your goal. And the passengers are going to yell things out, and the passengers they're going to yell out like quite unhelpful stuff. There'll be unhelpful thoughts, unhelpful feelings, and what I want you to do is just keep a journal of that.
Okay.
So what you can do is write 3 columns in your journal. Write what the passengers yelled at you, like what your thoughts were, what your feelings were. I'm not good enough, I'm not doing this right, I can't do this, that sort of stuff. And then write in the second column, write how you diffused from that. Like if you just stepped back from the thought and saw it for what it was, or you could sing the thought to yourself in a quirky Kermit the Frog type voice, or to kind of make a little bit of light of it. There's some examples of how you can try and diffuse, and also remember that language that I explained to you, like I am having a thought, not I am no good, or I am a loser, etc., because that's really important, that change in language. And then the third column is what your response was around acceptance. So how you made space for your thoughts and feelings, how you allowed them, and most importantly, how you kept driving the bus, so you kept moving forward with the action, because oftentimes our feelings can be quite strong, and they can pull us away from where we want to be going and draw us into procrastination, and they can have a powerful impact on us. So the idea of this is to not let our feelings have that much power. So we keep pushing forward regardless of what we're feeling, and I think the journal could really help you process that this week. And next week when you come back, we can go through that and we can see how you went. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds absolutely
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Do you have any questions at all?
I don't think so. No, I think you've explained it really well, so yeah, I think I'll be okay with that.
Okay. So you think you can commit to doing that this week?
I'll try.
Okay.
I'll definitely try
Yeah.
my best.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I look forward to seeing you next week, Simon, and we can discuss how you went.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks for today.